Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. I hope you all are doing well. I am well, and today I am back with another prediction video, and this is on the Premier League game week prediction for the 6th match day. And then nothing gets better than predicting the outcome of the Premier League matches. And what's better than having two mega clashes this week between one title challenges and the other North London derby. So straight away getting into it. The first match I'm going to discuss is between Manchester United versus Aston Villa, and this is a fixture that always provides you goals to see. So if you look at the recent history since Villa have come back to the Premier League, United beat Villa last year 2-1 and 1-3 at Villa Park, and also before that season they beat Villa at Villa Park 3-0 and at Old Trafford was a 2-2 draw. This match is also at Old Trafford and this promises to be a very good match. On one side, you've got Ings, you've got Leon Bailey, you've got Watkins, you've got Emmanuel Bundia, and on the other side, you've got Ronaldo, Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba. But for me, United at the moment, they show you that they will concede goals. But attackingly, the brilliance of them is so much that for me, no side can match the attacking input. And this is why for me, the prediction for this match is a high-scoring 3-2 victory for Man United. I can't see them keeping Ings and Watkins and Leon Bailey quiet, so they will concede some host of goals. But Ronaldo, Sancho, Bruno, Pogba, Lingard, Martial, Sancho most probably coming from the bench. You also have Greenwood. You can't keep the side quiet for a long time. Moving on to the second match, and surprisingly, we have two fixtures at 5 p.m. kickoff in terms of Indian time. And this is Manchester United versus Aston Villa and Chelsea versus Manchester City. And with already prediction of United Villa done, I'm going to give a prediction for the Chelsea versus Man City clash. And this has to be the biggest clash this weekend. Two teams we expect to challenge for the title. The last time they played was in the Champions League final where Chelsea pipped Manchester City to one of the biggest trophy in the whole world. So what's going to happen this time? If you look at the previous history, Tuchel is 3-0 against Pep Guardiola, which I'm including all competitions, FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League. He's 3-0 against Pep Guardiola. And overall last year, before that Tuchel rival, Pep Guardiola beat Frank Lampard at Stamford Bridge. Frank Lampard's Chelsea 1-3. Before that season, Maurizio Sarri beat him 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. And Frank Lampard Chelsea also beat him 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. And before that, City beat Antonio Conte's Chelsea 0-1. So the record is very tight. Last 4 matches at Stamford Bridge have seen Chelsea win 2 matches. And I've seen Manchester City win 2 matches. So what's going to happen this time with two defenses who don't concede goals? And City struggling without a striker, but still they have scored 5 against Norwich, 5 against Arsenal. They might not have scored against Southampton, Tottenham, but they have so many attacking qualities still. Ferran Torres, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, Jack Grealish. And on the other hand, you've got Rudiger on one of the best form we have seen, one of the best informed centre-back right now in the world. Thiago Silva, Andreas Christensen, Reece James. You will have Marcus Alonso on a great form right now. And for me, with both sides defensively so solid, and Pep Guardiola, he has always made a lot of errors against Tuchel because he has been, you can say, a bit of hurt by Tuchel's 3-0 streak against him. And sometimes he overthinks, but I can't see that happening this time. I can see Pep Guardiola trying to save City's reputation, Canendas, and City and Chelsea both will go into this match with a not lose attitude because a draw for them is a very good result, and therefore I can see it being Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. Moving on to the third match of this match day, and this is between Leicester and Burnley. So Leicester have really been disappointing this season for a team that many were expecting to again be closer to the top 4. They have been really disappointing, from throwing 2-0 lead up against Napoli to getting beaten by Brighton, where sadly a lot of VR decisions went against them. So they play Burnley at home again. If you look at the past history between these two sides, last year when they collided, Leicester beat them at home 4-2 and they drew 1-1 at Turf Moor. So again, Burnley are not a side you want to play when you're out of form, but Burnley have also not started the season well. So Burnley will also be coming under pressure to get more points so that they can stay away from the bottom. But with the quality Leicester have got, in my opinion, and at some point they will have to regain form, and team like Jamie Vardy, Iheanacho, Maddison, Tielemans, they won't remain quiet for a long time. I can see Leicester pick a 3-1 victory over Burnley. So moving on to the fourth match of this game week, and that's between Everton and Norwich. Now, surprisingly, the last time these two sides collided at Goodison Park, Norwich were the winners with 2-0 victory, where Everton's fashion was very clear. They take points from the bigger teams and then lose to the bottom teams. And sadly, last week they were absolutely battered by Aston Villa 3-0. So Rafael Benitez will not want to lose another match and start a bit of streak of disappointment. They've started the season with a lot of momentum. Andrews Townsend playing well, Gray playing well, and getting the points they need. And now if they drop points against Norwich, then I have no words. And I don't think that's going to happen. Everton have just too much for Norwich. But Everton will give Norwich a lot of chances. And you will see a bit more fight from Norwich. Because they have a good record at this stadium. They won the last time here. And Everton always give a chance when they play to the bottom teams. And I can see this match as well ending in a 3-2 victory for Everton. Moving on to the fifth game of this game week, and in terms of neutral, in terms of football aesthetics, this has to be one of the most exciting fixtures to watch. Leeds versus West Ham United. The last season when they collided, we saw West Ham beat them at their own home 2-0, and at Allen Road it ended 1-2 to West Ham. So you have to expect this match to be very attacking, because this season West Ham have been really high scoring. Leeds are a high scoring side. Both sides want to play attacking. And there's nothing better than to watch this match, and a lot of goal galore here. And for me, we're going to see that. We're going to see 5 goals in this, and it's going to end Leeds 2, West Ham 3. Moving on to the 6th game of this match day, and that's between Watford versus Newcastle. So Watford got a very morale boosting victory against Norwich City, and they're slowly climbing up. And Newcastle, as always, they've deceived to impress. On some stages they've looked good, and some stages they've looked disappointing. Overall, when you see Newcastle, you see the side has too much quality to never be in the relegation battle. But sadly, with other problems at the club, they don't have that quality to go in the top 10. And for me, it's going to remain like that, and Newcastle will pluck points from somewhere. The last time these two sides collided, when Watford were in the Premier League, it ended 1-1 draw at St. James Park, and it was a 2-1 victory for Watford at Vicarage Road. But for me, it's not going to end well for Watford. They won't be able to survive Alan Saint-Maximin, and therefore for me, with lack of Premier League experience, because they were relegated last time, and overall Newcastle just have too much Premier League proven players in their team, I think it's going to end Watford 1, Newcastle 3. Moving on to the 7th match of this game week, and that's a very exciting match between newly promoted and a really good performances side so far in Brentford versus Liverpool, who have also been, along with Chelsea, really flawless and really good. There gets nothing better than this. Brentford home crowd will be up for this match. You saw the atmosphere at the Arsenal game, and this is going to be electric. But on the other hand, you've got a team who is twice, thrice, respectfully better than Arsenal. They're a very strong team, and you have to say a team you can say is in proper title contendership this season. So therefore, what's going to happen? And for me, sadly, for the newly promoted Brentford, they'll put such a better fight, but they won't be able to beat this Liverpool side, in my opinion. And I think they are going to score against Liverpool, but Liverpool will put 3 past them. So it's going to be Brentford 1, Liverpool 3. Moving on to the 8th game of this game week, and that's between Southampton and Wolves. So again, a game that won't be easy to predict, because the last season when they collided, it was a 1-1 draw at Wolves Stadium, and it was a 1-2 victory for Wolves away at Saint Mary. Southampton this season again have deceived to impress. You've lost a lot of players in the transfer window. Everybody was putting now they're going to relegated, but they plugged out 1 point at home against Manchester United and 1 point away to Etihad Stadium, which not many teams are going to do that. So Southampton come into this on the back of a good momentum, and Wolves have started this campaign really badly. They were magnificent against Manchester United. They could have scored 5, but they lost the game. And then they were thrashed by Brentford last week, and slowly relegation fears might start looming, because when you lose so many matches, it can start looming. But for me, that's not going to be the case, and same with Southampton. I think this is going to be attackingly a very good match to watch, and both sides will cancel out each other. They can't defend to save their lives, and this is going to be 2-2. Southampton did put a very good defensive display against City away, but in this match, they will have to attack. City match was different, and therefore we will see a lot of goals in it. For me, the prediction is Southampton 2, Wolves 2. Moving on to the 9th match of this game week, and that's a North London derby. Now, this is one of the most strangest match I'm going to preview, because if you have to be honest, before international break, or at the time of the international break, it was Tottenham who started the campaign well. 3 wins in a row, Arsenal 3 losses in a row. 9 points from Tottenham, 9 points for us, 0 points for Arsenal. Tottenham not conceded a goal, Arsenal not scored a goal. Reverse the time, and in the last 2 matches, Arsenal have scored 2 goals, conceded 0. Tottenham have conceded 6, scored 0. Arsenal have taken 6 points, Tottenham 0. And now, Tottenham sit at 9 points out of 5 matches. Arsenal sit at 6 points out of 5 matches. And if Arsenal win this game, then suddenly Tottenham, all the happiness that they had after 3 weeks will fall off. 3-0 loss to Crystal Palace, London rivals. 3-0 loss to Chelsea at home, London rivals. And now 3-0 loss to Arsenal, another London rivals. Is not going to happen. Nuno will not allow that to happen. And I can expect this game for both sides to be high scoring. It's always a high scoring match. Always a very tough, toxic match. Fights and everything. And it's not going to be anything else other than that. It's going to be 2-2 draw in my opinion. Nuno will be very prepared. And for Harry Kane, who looks a bit more disinterested at Tottenham, he is going to put a bit of display here to get the fans back on his side. Tottenham are going to put a good display. And in the same way at Emirates Stadium, I cannot see Arsenal going there and losing. So it's going to be 2-2 draw. And both sides in the end being a bit more satisfied, but also a bit more disappointed with that. Moving on to the last match of this game week. And that's between Crystal Palace and Brighton. So Brighton right now are in the top 4 in the Premier League. What a surprise. But it's not a surprise. This team was one of the most well-performing team last year. If you see on the, if people believe or not, but on the XG thing where undeserving performance. Last year they created a lot of chances, but they had no one to put it away. This season they have underperformed, but they've got over points which they were deserving of after what happened last season. On the other hand, you've got youthful side of Crystal Palace, a very good side. Patrick Vieira, a bit of unproven manager, but they've done a very good job of plucking victory against Tottenham and put a very good account of themselves at Anfield. So this is another tight fixture. If you look at the last displays among the sides, then last season Palace had a 1-1 draw at home against Brighton, and then Brighton lost at home to Palace last season. But for me, the undeserved, always underappreciated team, always underappreciated manager in Graham Potter, and the XG losers last year, for me again Brighton won't play well. But this year they will be the XG winners. They won't play well, but they will pluck some victory out. And for me, this is going to be a high scoring match, and it's going to be Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 3. So this was the prediction show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like on the video, please subscribe, and please share among your friends. And all the feedbacks are welcome. And please reply your prediction in the comment section below. Thank you.